Driving around Birmingham city centre's tunnels by car could soon be a thing of the past. Now, revelations that the council wants to prevent cars travelling through the second city centre could see it split into different cells, which cars could only access from the ring road, while the A38 tunnels dedicated solely to buses and cyclists. Now, the ideas are part of medium to longer term vision for Birmingham in order to tackle that air pollution, and would not happen in the next 2 years. Now, some have claimed an investment of £1 billion worth of investment in public transport is needed to encourage people to ditch their cars. But how viable is this proposal? Well, Rachel, we're escaping some of that city centre air. What are your feelings kind of towards the traffic in the city centre as it stands at the moment?
I do think there is quite a lot of traffic around. I do think it would be better if they could cut the amount of traffic that we've got in the city centre.
Okay, so what do you think of proposals then to so the underpasses, those tunnels in Birmingham city centre, to stop cars from using them and solely have use of bikes, taxis, buses, that kind of thing?
I do think it's a good idea. It would cut down a great deal on the pollution, and it would get people doing more sort of car share and helping the environment.
So do you drive yourself? Do you commute into Birmingham? Do you ever drive into Birmingham?
I do drive, but to be fair, 9 times out of 10 if I go to Birmingham I do get the train because it's a lot easier and it's easier on the parking.
Well, you may have heard about some of those proposals to calm the traffic in the city centre. Of course, pollution is something that's being focused on. Yep. As part of those plans, we're potentially looking at cars not being able to travel through some of the underpass, some of those tunnels. Do you have a view on that? What do you think?
It sounds like a great idea on paper. Whether it'll work in the practical day-to-day life, I'm not too sure, but hopefully they'll do a bit of research and come up with a sensible idea.
And what do you think about the traffic problem in Birmingham? You know, do you venture in? A lot of people say they're put off from travelling into Birmingham because of parking, but also traffic and the fumes.
Yeah, well, I just dropped my wife off to get the train in to Wolverhampton, well, from Wolverhampton to Birmingham, so she goes in more than me and she would definitely go on the train, yeah.
Because the people, you'd say that's probably a better option than using the car. So you're at the moment not using the car to go into town, you use the train?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
We're right on the edge of the city centre here. We've got Birmingham and Wolverhampton all within about 20-25 minutes of us. And for people looking for a place to escape the pollution of the city centre and the buildings and the built-up area, then there's stacks of places like this within half an hour of Birmingham. We do rely on tractors. As far as I'm aware, electric tractors are still some years away, so we're going to be stuck with tractors for the time being.
And pollution that worry you, with the likes of children as well, is that something that is kind of on your mind?
Yeah, it is, because at the end of the day we're only here for a short amount of time, and whatever we do, it's going to affect on them more so than what it's affecting on us.